Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna Joe's Retro World. Today, we're gonna take a look at a Super Everdrive clone from China that really sucks. Alright, let's check it out. So I was looking and looking, and like a dummy, I went ahead and impulse bought this over the weekend. It came Monday. I tested it out all Monday night. Tuesday, I loaded up some ROM hacks and some home brews just to see if how compatible it is with it, because this does come with an 8 GB cheap SD card, and it loads up right here on the top very easily. But this is really cheap clone, y'all. It sucks so bad that when I put it in my Super Nintendo down there, that when I go to power on, it blocks it. It's so cheaply made that I have to force the power button on so that it can work with this EverDrive. And then not only that, when you go to select the game and put the ROMs, it's so slow. When you do that for Crit's EverDrive and you hit A or B or whatever to start the game, it'll start right up within a couple of seconds. And that's it. Just 1 second, 2 seconds, boom, the game is starting. No problems. There's no load screen, none of that. With this cheap thing, there's a load screen. I'm gonna show you that. But this was an old one, cheap one that I got off of Mercari almost 2 years ago, and this thing works great. I can't load no games to it, but it works way better than this cheap thing. I mean, this EverDrive really is cheap. And this has been out for a couple of years now. I've never researched it until I finally bought it and said, well, shoot, is it really worth it? And it was too late because I bought it already. So please don't buy this. Spend the money, get the cheapest EverDrive for the Super Nintendo. It doesn't have to be the expensive $250 one. They got one for $75. I will link that one, and it works just fine. The only difference is you got to get your own ROMs. But if you've been in the retro community enough, somebody's told you where to go. They've hinted it. They've hinted that you can find it at some romantic site, or they hinted that you can even find it on another site that archives all kind of stuff. Hint, hint. So yeah, somebody will let you know, where to find these backups. Okay, so yeah, let's check it out, because I bought this 8-bit DOE wireless controller just to play on original hardware, because I was doing everything on my Wii, but I wanted to play on my Super Nintendo. So let's put this dang cheap old cart and see just exactly how it works. Now look. Goes in cheap. Won't even let me click. I have to force it for it to work. So yeah, here, let me move this table out of the way. Let me show you. Okay, hold on. Oh, sorry. See, that barely worked. Got a little light on it and everything. So let me set this camera up. All right, so I set it up as good as I could. It looks a little off, but you can see. So it starts off, either start the game that you already were playing previously, or you can go to select game. So see in the bottom it says A for back, B for start or open. Okay. So they got options, they got ROM settings. So later I'm gonna go in here and see what this is. And of course, any rule of thumb is write down everything, take a screenshot, whatever, do something before you do anything. Same thing with Toolbox. Before I go in and mess with all these settings or even options, I'm gonna write everything down so I can go back and put it back to where it was if I mess something up. But we're not doing that today. Today we're only looking at the gameplay and just how it works. So as you can see, if you load up games like I did, I loaded 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way to 18. I loaded all these games myself because I wanted to test out these ROM hacks to see if they work. But as you can see, 1 through 4 is A through Z of the USA 60 hertz NTSC game versions of all the Super Nintendo games. But what sucks is when you put it on it and you hit B 1 second, 2 seconds, 3. Look how long it takes just to show the menu. In my Mega Everdrive that I got from my Sega Genesis, as soon as you hit the button, the screen shows, boom. And then you'll be able to go through and pick a game. And even when you go to left or right to show the rest of the whole list, you can see how slow it is. Like push, changes. Push, it changes. So it's like a whole second delay. And that is really slow. That really sucks that it's gonna go like that. And then it's even worse when you want to go ahead and play the game. So I'm gonna play a hack. Now, not all of them work like I said. So this F-Zero fast ROM and the Final Fight readjustment to where it just made some beautiful little minor tweaks work. My Final Fantasy V didn't work. Some of these homebrews that I have didn't work. This one worked beautifully. This is Cotton. This is the English translation from 2021. It came out November 29th. I'm going to do a video on this game because it's such a beautiful game. I never knew it was on Super Nintendo until I saw this when I was cruising on CD Romance looking for some games, you know. But the Star Fox EX didn't work. It works on my Wii. Super R-Type SA1 hack. It didn't work for this cheap cart. I'm pretty sure 100% it'll work for the crits, no matter what it is. Neither version of my Star Fox EX worked. I had 2 versions. But Yoshi's Island, No Cry, it didn't work either. That was disappointing. So let me show you how long it takes. So I'm going to go ahead and push B to start the ROM. And this is the way I had it set up. I had it in the folder. So here is my backup. I'm going to go ahead and click on it. Oh, you got to hit start. So once you hit start, it goes to this screen. It's going to erase the last game that was put on the cart. So now it's going to load that game onto the cart. That's messed up, ain't it? This is real time. Look how long it's taking. So you just sitting in silence. Some games take even longer. Let me turn these volume up. Over here on top right, this is my Panasonic PVC 2023. On the bottom is the Ikigami TM 2090RH. Over here, the big girl is my Toshiba 36A43. And the games play. It played just fine. So once they do work, there's no issue. The 2 bottom TVs or component, the one on top is through RF, and that's original hardware of Super Nintendo RF cables. So they just play some game. We don't need to see all this. But let me adjust the gameplay, the camera. All right, that looks better. And I never played this game until I got this hack. Check me out. I didn't know Super Nintendo had these awesome games. I played some other ones, but I'm gonna turn it up. And using this 8-bit wireless controller is perfect for the Super Nintendo. It helps me make my videos so I don't have cables in the way. So the game performed perfectly. Let me go show you that F-Zero hack. Alright, we're back to the main menu. We're going to go ahead and push start on the ROM and see how long this one takes in real time. So like I said, it erased the other one, and now it's loading this one. It's doing it a little faster. Some are really, really slow. Some took almost 30 seconds to a minute. But this is a cool ROM hack. I've never played this game until actually last night. And this is a really cool game. If you ain't never played this game is just as cool as it's fun and beautiful as it looks. Good old Mode 7, y'all. This is what the Super Nintendo was famous for. And you can see the 8-bit DOE 2.4 gigahertz remote control doesn't have no lag, so I can control the heck out of this. Look at that. No slowdown. And this game had a lot of slowdown. So at least I'm able to play some hacks. Yeah, the games do that, but do I recommend it? No. I do not recommend this cheap ass China cart. Do not buy it. If you can get it for $5, yeah, I'll get it for $5. But don't pay what I paid. I was stupid for doing this, and I should have got my money back. But I wanted to go ahead and make a video and let y'all know not to buy it, so y'all don't waste y'all money. Because I'm happy that I'm able to play every single Super Nintendo game now, and the ROM hacks, some of them on my original hardware with this wireless controller, which is what I wanted. I really didn't like playing them on my Wii, like I said. But you can emulate pretty much Super Nintendo on anything, on computer, on my PSP. I have them on there. I have it on my PlayStation 2. I got it on my PlayStation 3. I have it on my new Nintendo 3DS, Super Nintendo, emulator. So yeah, you can play it any kind of way. I just prefer this way. And if you wanted to get a multi-cart, don't get this one. Uh-oh. I gotta make sure I win, y'all. See how beautiful this hack is? It's just flowing. There's no slowdown at all. It's awesome. And these are old hacks. I'm old to the game, but every time I learn it, I'm gonna show y'all. So until next time, y'all, peace and much love from Joe's Retro World.